anything wrong with the top 5 that I said?
I'm surprised.
No, nothing.
Jay would probably get pissed when you didn't mention Kenny Pickett and George Pickens.
Oh.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie though, they might go stupid this year.
Do you agree with what Clark had to say? Pickett is more talented than Jefferson.
Oh, dude, I had a fantasy draft last night. Somehow, some way, in back-to-back picks, or not back-to-back, but like one pick, and then I waited 4 picks to get the next guy. Somehow, some way, in back-to-back rounds, I got Dalvin Cook and George Pickens.
Dalvin, wow. Yeah, that's crazy, man. But hey, man, welcome to the Throwdown, man, episode 86. I'm your host, Ben, Brandon from the block, whoever want to call me, man. Here with another episode. Yo, Sports Talk, what's up, bro? How you been?
What's up, man? Appreciate having me back on and ready to get this going.
I'm about to drop this week. All right. Yo, PSP, what's up?
What's up, man? Sports Talk. I saw the video that you did on Low. Appreciate the video that you did. Especially all the nonsense that he said about Larry Bird. Oh my god. God. Appreciate that.
I saw that.
Yes, sir. Bro.
What up?
What's good? What's good?
College football season.
Just chilling.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Had my first day of classes because I took basically the last 2 years off from school, mainly focused on working of my junior year of college. So
that's what's up.
Yes, sir. Yo, Shy.
What up with you? I ain't been up here in a minute, man.
For sure.
Miss you guys.
Yes, sir. Round up.
Just ready to hear everybody's defensive players list. Can't wait.
Mm-hmm. Last but certainly not least, got my boy Jay. He look like he's about to cook today.
Listen, I'm just excited. I'm saying, just we're 2 weeks away from just greatness.
You know, you almost jinxed my Commanders last week against the Ravens.
Didn't I tell you I wanted y'all to win? I told you that, and you guys did that.
Did you also tell Ron Rivera to ice the kicker? Because that's what he tried to do with that game.
I forgot he did that.
Yeah, he did that. That's why Sports Talk said he makes dumb decisions, and yet he validated it.
But how you doing, Brandon? How you doing?
I'm doing great. But hey, man, let's get straight into it. So, topic 1, see the title. Top 10 defensive players in the NFL, man. Go around the room, see what y'all talking about. Whoever wants to start.
So I got my top 10 list. I don't have it in order. I just have the 10 guys.
Okay.
Because when ranking them, there's 2 different ways I could see you ranking them is just pure like their talent and how valuable they are to their teams. I think that's 2 different discussions. I didn't quite know which way people were going to go. I feel like half the people were going to go one way, half were going to go the other when ranking their guys. So this is my top 10. One guy that I wanted to put an honorable mention on is I think his name's now Shaq Leonard or Shaquille Leonard. It was Darius Leonard.
Shaquille Leonard.
He'd be my number 11. But I got Micah Parsons, Aaron Donald, Chris Jones, Fred Warner, Jair Alexander, Minka Fitzpatrick, Derwin James, Myles Garrett, T.J. Watt, and then Nick Bosa.
Did you mention any cornerback?
Yeah, I Jair Alexander.
Oh, okay.
I thought about putting Jalen Ramsey. I honestly was considering not even putting Jair Alexander on there, but I feel like with how difficult the cornerback position is, I think putting the number 1 guy, you have to put him on there.
Somebody say where Max Crosby at? You want to say where Max Crosby at? All right, man. Who's next? It's not a bad list though.
I'll go.
Go ahead, PSP.
Yeah, I agree with mostly Sports Talk's list. I got Micah. I don't have him in order. I've been just naming off guys. Micah, TJ. I got Bosa. I got I mentioned TJ Watt, right?
Yeah.
Donald, Myles Garrett has to be up there. If I'm going to go with cornerback, I got to go with Jair Alexander. Middle linebacker, I love Fred Warner from the San Francisco 49ers because of what he can do as far as guarding wide receivers in the slot, his versatility. Defensive tackle, other than Aaron Donald, you have to go with Chris Jones because of his value, his impact to the Kansas City Chiefs. And if you take him out of the equation, how good would Kansas City's defense would be? And then Broad, you mentioned about Hassan Reddick. I don't have him in my top 10. I'd probably put him in the top 15-ish.
I'm not gonna have him in my top 10 either.
No, I'd probably put him in the 15-ish. That's how much respect I would have for him, though. But when you look at, I mean, it's pretty tough, though. I mean, middle linebacker, I still put Shaquille Leonard up there in my top 10 because of what he can do, his impact for the Colts defense. And then Packers, I already mentioned Jair Alexander. Is it fair for me to say Trayvon Diggs? Because he got better as a cornerback compared to what he was in 2021, even though he gave up a lot of yards in 2021. He got better in 2022. I mean, is it fair to say, or am I?
I mean, I wouldn't say top 10 though. I think it's
then where would you say? Top 20 at least?
I don't even know top 20.
Well, I mean,
I give him.
if you would say Trayvon Diggs, then you would have to also throw in guys like Darius Slay in that conversation.
I would have to.
I don't even know about top 20 though.
That's tough.
I have Darius Slay at 20, so that definitely means Trayvon Diggs is not in the top.
I forgot to mention Jay's other dude though. He should be in the conversation. Minka. I actually like what Minka's
close.
Yeah, I would put him up there, but that's who I got really so far. I mean, it's tough, but that's who I got.
Okay. All right. Cool. Roundup.
All right, so I actually got mine in order. And this top 10 comes straight from when we did that top 50 players thing for the TikTok list. Okay. Yeah. So my number 1 defense player is Michael Parsons. Number 2 is Myles Garrett. Number 3 is Aaron Donald. Number 4 is Chris Jones. Number 5 is Pat Surtain. Number 6 is Jalen Ramsey. Number 7 is Jair. Number 8 is Derwin James. Number 9 is TJ Watt. And number 10 is Fred Warner.
All right, so say it one more time, Roundup. One more time. All
right. So number 1, Michael Parsons.
Okay.
Number 1, Michael Parsons. Number 2, Myles Garrett. Number 3, Aaron Donald. Number 4, Chris Jones. Number 5, Pat Surtain. Number 6, Jalen Ramsey. Number 7, Jair Alexander. Number 8, Derwin James. Number 9, TJ Watt. And number 10, Fred Warner.
Oh my god!
Hey, at least TJ Watt was in the top 10. At least he was in the top 10.
No, it's not you, Roundup. It's just Jay. We all know Jay is into controversy.
Uh-oh.
I swear he's gonna go on Stephen.
Now pan it to me. Now here.
Look at that third best edge rusher. Ooh.
Now go to me, Brandon.
No, I already know what Jay's gonna do.
That's the whole squad. That's the whole team.
That's so crazy.
Only good thing that they got
we
is Mike Tomlin.
We already know what Jay's gonna do. All right, so TJ Watt clears everybody in the NFL. He's clearly number 1.
You already know TJ's going as number 1.
Round up.
Minka's gonna be 2.
What's up?
Did you put Pat Surtain ahead of TJ Watt?
Oh,
that's what I'm saying. That's
to me, Pat Surtain's the best corner in the league.
So even if he was the best corner in the league, he's more valuable than TJ Watt.
This isn't based on valuable. It's just based
on no. Which one would you
pick? Wait, this is top 10.
Minnesota right now. Minnesota Vikings. Who would you pick?
Oh, of course I would take TJ Watt.
So why is he not ahead of Pat Surtain?
Because he's not a better player. I think he's a more valuable player. You can be more valuable without being better.
That's why I ranked. I didn't want to rank my people because like I said, half the people are going to be ranking one way, half are going to be ranking the other.
Just won the defensive player of the year, but he's not even a top 10 defensive player in the league.
Everybody got different positions too. It's hard to rank.
I don't know how you certain shit there.
I mean, to each his own. So
like at the end of the day, edge rushing is always gonna be more valuable than pass coverage.
I mean, it's kind of like what you want for breakfast. You want pancakes, you want waffles. That's how you look.
Hey, Broad, you said your list yet, man?
I mean, I didn't really think much into it. I mean, I'm probably not gonna put it in order either. But let's see. Definitely having Aaron Donald in there.
I got you, Lucas. Hold on.
Definitely Chris Jones, Fred Warner, TJ Watt, Myles Garrett, Jair Alexander, Jalen Ramsey, Nick Bosa. Oh my God. Why am I blanking? Oh my God. This is so frustrating. Who did I not say? Trying to think of the guys that Mike.
Yeah, Michael was 11 for me. Like he's definitely deserving of that.
Oh my God,
Combo.
why-
I do think he'll win Defensive Player of the Year this season.
I don't know why I'm blanking right now.
I was talking
Why
about
is,
Mika, by the way.
why is Sports Talk looking at me like that?
11?
No, I meant to say
Oh,
Mika. I meant to say
oh.
Mika at 11.
Oh, I think you said
Yeah.
Micah Parsons
Yeah,
at
I
11.
realized
was
he
like,
said Micah. I realized he said Micah, but I meant to say Mika.
what?
I'm
No, I had Micah 1, remember?
Yeah. I thought someone said had him at 11. I was like,
No, he said
I'll-
Minka.
I'll
He,
throw
he, he made it clear. It's
Wait, who was
Okay.
the other one, Broad?
Minka.
Gotcha.
Okay. All right. Sean, I want to hear what you got to say, cause
I revised my list, but look.
no. And I'm like,
Hold
go
on.
ahead.
Alright, so I got Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, Michael Parsons, Fred Warner, Nick Bosa, Chris Jones, Jalen Ramsey, Jair Alexander, Minka Fitzpatrick, and Darren James.
in that order.
Oh, Miles Garrett.
That's not a bad list though.
Shot in that order.
Miles Garrett, man. He nice, bro. I got to see more. I got to see more from him, man. I don't think he's as much as a game changer. Like I haven't.
I'd be putting him in over Derwin.
He ain't. I don't know. I'm
I
not sold
put
on
in
him yet.
Derwin James.
I don't think he's had that I'm him moment yet.
Where you got Miles Garrett at?
I ain't even got him up here.
No,
He might be 11, probably 11. Got to be 11. I can't. I mean, you can't really put nobody else.
Wait. I just caught this. Yo, Shad, you said Miles Garrett never have a I'm him moment?
Yeah, that's like.
I haven't seen it.
Oh man.
Like,
Do
we
you
just
not
insert
remember his
the
game
clip of
against
him
the
hitting Mason
Bears?
Rudolph with the helmet.
yeah.
If you want to talk about minus controversial,
Dang,
moments,
Jay.
do you not remember his performance against the Bears? That was an I'm him moment. Pretty sure he had like 5 sacks in that game.
He did. He was terrorizing
That
the
was
Bears
his
all
I'm him
line.
moment.
I got you, Lucas, with your list though, man. But yeah, this is Lucas' list from so you got AD Jones, Miles Garrett, TJ Watt, Bosa, Micah, Jalen Ramsey, Fred Warner, Derwin James, Jair Alexander. That's his list.
We still got to hear Jay. We still got to hear Jay's.
Yeah, we are. We are.
Oh, we got to hear your take too, Brandon.
Yeah, for sure.
Yup.
All right. TJ Watt's the best player in the NFL. I don't give a fuck what any of y'all say.
Yeah.
To be fair, there is an argument for it. Like,
Y'all ready, Brandon?
Yeah, go ahead.
Go
Jay.
ahead. Jay.
All right, hold on.
Ready as we'll ever be.
Let me make sure this is right. All right, I'm ready. Here I go. All right, I got TJ Watt, Cameron Hayward, Patrick Peterson, Minka Fitzpatrick, Joey Porter Jr., Nick Herbig, Levi Wallace, Alex Highsmith, Cole Holcomb, and Marcus Golden.
What the fuck?
All right, now your real list.
W. Cole Holcomb respect. I love the Cole Holcomb respect.
No, but my real list.
Okay.
Aaron Donald. This ain't really in the order, but Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, Jalen Ramsey, Fred Warner, Miles Garrett, Nick Bosa, Michael Parsons, Minka, Chris Jones, and Derwin James.
That's a really good list.
No,
Yeah.
I gotta put Minka because he's basically the best safety in the league. You gotta put Aaron Donald. He's the best D tackle. T.J. Watt's the best air fucking rusher. Michael Parsons and Nick Bosa are 2 and 3. Miles Garrett is 4, around that same shit. And Fred Warner's the best linebacker.
Yeah.
And
I do agree with you.
and-
I agree with you, but there's one thing I don't agree with. Minka
What?
being the best safety in the league.
There's
There's a guy that wears number 3 in Los Angeles.
Chad just
I mean, that's a real good player, but I mean, Minka's
It's really 1A. It's 1A, 1B. It's 1A, 1B.
yeah, but Minka's an all pro, multiple time all pro. So. I don't know. Minka changes games, like the Bengals when they scored the touchdown and that.
No, Minka tell. It's 1A, 1B. I like Derwin because he's a big hitter.
Yeah, I
but
like game
Minka,
changer,
though.
man. I like more of a game changer, but it's cool.
Derwin's more versatile. He's not a game changer.
Minka blocked the extra point to take the Steelers into overtime again. Joe Burrow after just going to the Super Bowl against
I
the
will
Rams.
say, from the tapes that I've seen, Derwin is a little bit more physical than Minka.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll give him that.
I would still pick Minka over
I'll give him that. Yo, Derwin's more like of a hitter than Minka is. Yeah, for sure.
All right. I got a question though. Yo, Dev,
no, Jamal Adams is not top 10. Oh, I'm sorry.
No.
Jamal Adams, Jesus. What's up, PSP, Brandon? I'm in good. What's up, everybody on the panel?
What up, Dev?
All right, bet. I just want to know what happened to Jesse Bates. I remember people had this man top 3 safety in the league.
He fell off. He fell
off.
Well, yeah,
he left the AFC North for a reason. I'll tell you that.
No, he's still a great safety. I mean,
back
the safety
mid seasons. What do you mean?
No, I mean, if you think about it, the safety comp this year is like there's a lot of really good safeties in the league. So like we just said, Derwin James and Mika are 1 and 2. Then we got
there's not a lot of good safeties.
There's really not.
He's still up there.
The rest are like cool.
Yeah, like you have like the top 4 or 5 guys, and like it drops off.
Here's how it goes. Minka and Derwin are in their own tier. Then it's like kind of like everybody else. But Jesse Bates still him. We'll see this season, open the season. He's gonna help our secondary out a lot. And then
that's why you like Jesse Bates.
Matchup with AJ Terrell and we and Jeff Okuda gonna finally revitalize his career. He's on his like it's like his his redemption arc. Okuda's on his redemption arc. And we still got Richie Grant. So we got a little I like our secondary. I think Jesse Bates he's still really good in coverage. He's still a leader. He got the experience in the Super Bowl for the young guys on the team. So I think he can bring a lot of good things to the team.
That sounds like about six wins for y'all.
Maybe. No one cares about the Atlanta Pigeons.
Okay, the Falcons.
Oh my God!
Maybe like 6 wins for y'all.
See, hold on.
Did bro just put Alex Leatherwood?
Brandon, you just pulled me.
Did bro just put Alex Leatherwood?
I got pulled in. You hear the disrespect on my team. I get pulled in and automatically get my team disrespected.
Dev, what I've been trying to tell you what
Atlanta
should do after the season. What I've been trying to tell you what Atlanta should be doing after this season.
Get Kyler Murray.
Right.
They won't need to because Ritter's about to lead them to the playoffs. They won't.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Roundup. Our division is weak.
The Falcons are like the best team in that division.
Thank you.
I think the only team close to the Saints.
The Saints are better.
No, I mean, the Saints can be better, but they're gonna fold. Though. That's the thing.
There's only two.
And the Falcons vote. Desmond Ritter's gonna suck. Desmond Ritter's awful.
Anything with Derek Carr leading.
I'm
sorry.
Desmond Ritter's
How is Desmond Ritter not awful? Have you seen his arm?
He hasn't played.
Get out of here. Get out of here, bro.
Desmond was better than Kenny last year.
Bijan's overrated.
Oh my. Okay, no. All right, Bijan this I can't take.
Come on. He ain't on the team no more. He ain't on the team no more, man. He can't save y'all.
Wait, we gonna vote.
Hold on, put my camera back on.
Man, you believe in Derek Carr?
I didn't want to do it either, but.
Everybody
trying to do it. You really want to do it.
He ain't on the team no more either.
He really want to do it. We do it like that.
Round, look at all these guys living in the past.
Sports talk. Come on. Sports talk.
Oh, yuck. Take that off. Yuck. Oh, my God.
Now that's the real. Now that's the better. That's the better Watt player. Now that is the better.
This is the better Watt.
Yeah, this is the better Watt.
The better Watt when it's all said and done.
No.
This guy's better than number 84.
Hey, Brandon.
Man,
now you capping on.
Come on,
what up, PSP?
See, this is what I try to tell you, man. This is why you becoming more like Skip Bayless nowadays, man. You starting to look like more like Skip Bayless on Undisputed.
That's crazy. Calling Skip Bayless is crazy.
No, I mean, look at Skip Bayless on Undisputed today, looking all quiet and stuff like.
No.
I mean, he's a moderator now. Skip Bayless a moderator now.
Yeah, definitely.
There's only one phrase. Hold up. There's only one phrase I know on who's going to win the NFC South, and Shad's going to love this. Who that said gonna beat them Saints? Nobody.
But honestly, if we be honest, the NFC is really just the Eagles, 49ers, and Cowboys, and everybody else kind of fine. It's fine for us.
I think the Seahawks are getting slept on hard.
I'm talking about like real. I feel like those are like the real. I think the Seahawks gonna be good, but like the ones that are like real contenders, in my opinion, are those 3 teams. And everybody else can be like sneaky.
You're right, Deb. Nobody else should worry about the rest of that in that entire conference.
Like I'm like me being an objective fan, not being biased, it's really kind of like I think the Super Bowl champ is gonna come out the AFC again, unless it's the Eagles. It's either the Eagles or an AFC championship team. I mean,
no one's worried about Mike Tomlin pre-2011. Or post 2011.
Listen, whatever you do, if anyone tries to contact Champagne, please stop trying to say that Denver's going to be the second team in the AFC West.
No, bro.
Wait.
He's still making an argument for Denver. He's still making an argument for Denver. And I'm like, stop.
Bro, they're all injured. They're all injured.
Yeah. I feel bad for
that team's screwed.
I feel bad.
Jerry Jeudy. I mean, dude. Oh god, that team's screwed, man.
I also bad for anybody that's a fan of a team led by Derek Carr or Desmond Ritter. Like I just feel it's gonna be a long year. Like,
okay, but Jay, like you still have Kenny Pickett out there. Like you can't really talk.
Jay, you're waking up Sunday afternoon and watching Derek Carr walk around.
Hold on,
like you can't really talk.
Like, you hoping that Derek Carr gets
anyone else?
Jay,
Shad,
do me a favor. Just ignore Jay. Just ignore Jay. He's just trying to.
No, I'm keeping it a buck. Like I couldn't imagine.
No, you're not trying to keep it around Derek Carr. Like I'm contaminate people's mind. That's what you're trying.
It's like waking up thinking Kirk Cousins is going to beat the Giants in the playoffs.
Pull up, bro. I dropped the pick already.
Hey, Derek Carr, the best thing we had since Drew Brees, like right now.
Okay. I'm about to say
he the best since I'm saying like after Drew Brees, like post Drew Brees. I mean.
Y'all act like Derek Carr is some scrub, though.
Yeah,
he's not scrub. Okay. I'm being objective.
He's somebody.
He's high mid. He's real high mid.
Yeah, he's high mid.
I would if he's somebody I would fear though.
At best.
All right. Shade. Is this pronounced Shade or Sean? Sean. All right, Sean. I'll say this. Me being objective and taking up my Atlanta bias out, I do think the Saints can be good with Dennis Allen, the second year as a coach. Derek Carr is obviously an upgrade over any other quarterbacks you guys had. My one concern could be health potentially, is like how Alvin Kamara could be. And like obviously Michael Thomas, he's been gone for like 2 years in a row.
Was good cruising.
So I think the only concern is about the Saints' health and how well Dennis Allen come back his second year as a coaching.
Is this dude? Is this Falcons fan talking about health? Is he talking about coaching?
No, I know.
What?
When the Saints easily have the best defense in that division.
Oh yeah,
true. The Saints also have the oldest defense in that division. It's like I think it's like second oldest in the league.
Maybe
that defense is not going to be as good as everybody's saying.
Arthur Smith not that bad. Arthur Smith not bad. I don't think coaching. I think
Arthur Smith's one of the better offensive coaches in the league. People are sleeping on him.
Shit, the only reason why
the only person that's unhealthy is like Cordell and Kyle Pitts last year. That's it.
Want to hear my opinion on Derek Carr since I'm the Chiefs fan? Derek Carr was actually, I think he's a little bit less than Kirk Cousins. It was always the defense that failed him. It was always the defense. He never had anything better than a top or a bottom 7 defense.
I'm sorry.
So it wasn't really Derek Carr as much as it was, the whole system failing around him.
Sports talk. It wasn't just the defense, but think of what Derek Carr had to be subjected to. I mean, with John Gruden and then the whole situation with Damon Arnett and then Henry Ruggs III. Two things could be true. Derek Carr, ever since that injury in 2016, because before the injury, he was playing really well.
He was MVP contention,
right? But ever since that leg injury, he hasn't been to that type of level.
That was the best defense he had, also. And we got to remember, because defense, and people say, well, he's on offense, so defense doesn't matter. No, that's not true, because you get better field positioning with a better defense on average.
No, I'm just talking about sports talk. I'm just talking about his individual production.
His individual production, again, kind of, because when you have to drive longer down the field, that takes more plays, takes more sets, takes more risks, because you're having to do more plays. And then also, the one thing that hurt him the most was this last year adding Devontae Adams, and he didn't look any better. That's the biggest knock against him, really. You add the number 1 wide receiver, and you really don't look any better. Yeah, that's.
But sports talk. Hold on, but sports talk. I agree with that, but I also said though, I think the Raiders, they're using Derek Carr as the scapegoat, but there are much more problems with them. The ownership, and then on top of that, Josh McDaniels. Considering the job that he did with the Denver Broncos, I felt like there's no reason why he should have been a head coach, given the fact that he's nothing more than a product of the Belichick coaching tree. I mean, if you just look at the coaching tree there from Romeo Crennel to Joe Judge and all the other guys, what have they proven to be? I mean, tomato cans.
Hey, Brandon, I ain't gonna lie to you.
Well,
this is a hot take. This is a hot take.
I mean, sports talk. I'm sorry, but that coaching tree. I'm sorry, Bill Belichick's coaching tree is just trash.
This is a hot take.
Right, go ahead.
Sam Howell's gonna have a better season than Derek Carr this year.
Oh man,
No,
I know PSP. I know PSP. I know PSP.
I'm out on Carr.
PSP. I know PSP.
Are you trying to get me drunk? Are you trying to get me drunk? I got a bottle of Hennessy.
We seen Carr do.
How much more alcohol do you want me to be?
Look at Shane. Look at.
We seen Carr lose with his college receiver on his team all year long. All year long. Sam Howell's gonna have a better season than Derek Carr.
You saying he's right?
You're gonna need some of that every Sunday. I'm telling you, Derek Carr. I'm telling you, he's gonna drive your ass crazy. I'm telling you.
No, I
know it's gonna be some games though, because I was watching Raider games though. I was like, bro, why he not? Listen, when we played the Raiders last year, Devontae Adams had what? 1 catch for 3 yards.
He had 2 catches against the Steelers secondary. 2 catches. Come on,
yo.
I said, no,
good defense.
Ball.
Yo, what up?
Now sports talk. You are right because
so
hold up, bro. Wants to say something to me. Hold up.
Henny?
Yes, I have Henny. Yeah, I drink Henny. I like Hennessy. Hennessy is not that bad.
Hey, Lucas, what's some things you had to say?
Water,
Rod, you've never had Henny before?
Drink water, guys. Drink water.
I have.
Hold on, y'all.
Hold on, y'all. Lucas. Hangover in my life, and I'll never drink that shit again.
Hold on, Lucas. Lucas, you have some words you had to say?
Nasty.
The fact that this man had Myles Garrett outside of his top 10 is absolutely ridiculous.
Oh.
Absolutely ridiculous.
You said what happened?
Y'all heard me?
Well, yeah, heard me? I heard.
That was Shad?
Say it again.
I said not having Myles Garrett in the top 10 is absolutely ridiculous.
I'll put him in there if you show me something this year.
What do you mean show you something?
What you say?
Like, you gotta show you something.
You gotta show him something, man.
What have you been watching for the last 5 years?
Does he have to swing another helmet at somebody? Like, what is he supposed to show you? What's he supposed to show you?
Myles Garrett.
I'm that 0-17, bro.
Myles Garrett is not a bad person.
Sports talk, but it's
I'm putting Myles behind TJ, Nick Bosa, and Michael Parsons. I don't give a fuck.
No, you're not.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
but seriously,
you got to show me.
Jay, why are
go get you an award, Myles Garrett.
Jay, why are you trying to
win something? Go win something.
Why are you trying to jinx me, Jay? I feel like you just trying to.
No, I did it, bro. Sam Howell was looking decent. Like I ain't gonna cap, bro.
I've been very impressed. I've been very pleased on Sam Howell.
I just seen 10 years of Derek Carr, bro. So that's why I'm saying.
Y'all are impressed by a preseason.
Chase Young gonna have a comeback season 2 PSP.
We're impressed by preseason games now. That's what we're doing.
I'm not.
See, people.
I never said that.
I hate how they just disregard preseason. I hate.
Yes, like it doesn't matter to like any sort of regard.
It doesn't matter. Really, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter.
Right. Of course, statistically,
it's just about getting reps.
That's the thing. You're seeing how they do in live reps. That means a lot.
One thing you want to see from a player.
Trey Lance went from possibly being the first string to the third string to being traded because of preseason. It means things. It means something.
He was already gone before preseason. He was already gone, bro. He hadn't played
multiple games. Stop lying, bro. Stop lying. Your timeline is not adding up. He had played multiple games already for the 49ers. He had already played multiple training camps and preseason games. Stop. Nah, we ain't doing that.
Listen. In training camp, he had already lost that job. The preseason furthered it more, but he had already lost that second string job. In preseason, not preseason, in training camp. He'd already lost it.
Sports talk, I will say this. The fact of the matter is we knew that at some point we knew that Purdy was probably going to be the starter considering what he did last year for the 49ers and what Kyle Shanahan thought. The fact that you lose the backup job of all quarterbacks to Sam Darnold.
I'm telling y'all this now. Brock Purdy's arm is not ready. I'm telling y'all this now.
Can't wait till week 1.
That's fine. But do you think it's an indictment on Trey Lance to lose the backup job to Sam Darnold?
Yes.
Considering this is on his third team and now entering year 6 in his career.
Yeah, Sam is mid.
Oh, by the way, Brandon, we didn't hear your top 10 list.
Oh yeah, let's hear it.
All right, bet. So 1's Aaron Donald, 2 I got Micah. Not Micah, TJ. TJ 2, my fault. 3 I got Nick Bosa. 4 I got Michael Parsons. 5 I got Chris Jones. 6 6, I'm gonna go Ramsey. 7, I'm gonna go. Hold on, did I say Myles Garrett?
You don't gotta say him.
No, you didn't say it. You didn't say it yet.
Hold on.
You doing good to me. You doing good.
Yeah, you know damn well
Nah,
if he was on the Browns, you'd be praising him. You know,
but I still all right. So basically, the top 3: Aaron Donald, T.J. Watt, Myles Garrett, Michael Parsons. 5. Shoot, Nick Bosa. 6, I'm gonna go. That's with Jalen Ramsey. Chris Jones. 7.
Shot at 8.
8. I'm gonna go. Did I say Max Crosby already?
No, you never mentioned.
You got
Max
Crosby in your top 10.
You never even mentioned Fred Warner.
Man, Jay, your shit ain't
There's some
even.
names
Where's
I
Eli
forgot.
Apple? Where's Eli
Or
Apple?
Derwin James.
Nah.
Where's Eli Apple?
By the way, Derwin James is the best safety in the league.
Stop. Please stop. Please stop.
Let's see.
He not wrong.
Bro, drugs are ruining this community. I'm telling you. This
Oh yeah,
generation.
Even if you think it's Minka, it's close. So
I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, Derwin's up there for sure.
Okay.
Yeah, I got. Oh yeah, Jair. I got Derwin. 10. I got Who's some names I forgot? I know I forgot some.
I tell you, man, you forgot shot.
Eli Apple.
No.
You say Bosa?
He said you forgot
Brandon,
Shaw.
did you even mention Fred Warner?
You forgot shot, man.
Yeah, Fred Warner. That's who I forgot. Fred Warner.
Did you say Bosa?
You forgot.
Yeah, I said both. I said both.
Terrell Suggs.
Now hold on, Brandon. How
forget.
do you have Nick Bosa and Jalen Ramsey above Chris Jones?
Yeah, that's kind of ridiculous.
It won't in order.
Oh,
thought
I
you
thought
had
it
it
was.
in
Oh, okay.
The top
No.
five.
It was
Because
just
you were
top
saying
five.
numbers.
Yeah, the top 5. The top 5 was, but
How is still you had Nick Bosa in your top 5?
I think Chris Jones is a top 2 player on the defensive side.
I think I had Chris Jones, 4, 5.
I mean,
As long as you got him in
four,
that
I had
top
4.
5 range, as long as there's no like skill position like corner or safety above him, I'm cool. I don't really care.
I don't get hot with
Okay.
this now.
Or
All right.
Fred Warner.
All right. So next topic we got Trey Lance is going to the Dallas Cowboys for a 4th round pick. And this is a reminder to everybody that the 10 picks that followed right after Trey Lance. You had Trey Lance at 3, you had Kyle Pitts, Jamar Chase, Jalen Waddle, Sewell, J.C. Horn, Pat Surtain, Devontae Smith, Justin Fields, Michael Parsons, and Slater.
Basically, all of those have been hits except for Fields so far.
That's crazy.
Mm-hmm. So
I think
what's your
Fields will
thoughts
have
on
a good
Trey?
year too.
I do too.
Yeah, Trey Lance is a bust.
At the time, I literally had my mock draft for them to take Fields at 3.
I did too. I thought they were taking Fields 100%.
So I have a 2-part answer to this. So the first part is the idea behind why they were getting Trey Lance. It made sense, right? Now, Trey Lance himself, I was really confused as to why they picked him even then because he didn't have that many snaps at quarterback. I think still now he only has like 450 throws since like middle school or something like that. Like some wild stat, right? Like a raw prospect is an understatement for him. The idea behind what Trey Lance was, because they still had Jimmy Garoppolo, their plan was the same thing the Chiefs did with Alex Smith and Patrick Mahomes. So pretty much you have a good enough roster. You have a guy that's already on the roster that can play quarterback for another year and a half, maybe 2 years. And then you slowly transition Trey Lance into the job. Again, do you put Justin Fields in that offense? Is he better than what Trey Lance has been? Yes. But at the same time, like I understand what the idea was, why they got him. And then the second part is like this trade that with the Cowboys. I think the Cowboys overpaid for him, even with just a 4th round pick. I think it was too much. I think maybe at most like a 6th rounder. I don't even understand why someone would want to trade for him at this point, especially the Cowboys. Like there's a few teams like I can understand more, maybe like the Falcons, but they have Tyler Heineke, so I don't even think that would make sense. You look at the Cowboys, they already had Cooper Rush, who went 4-1 for you as a starter last year. That's a good backup. And then Trey Lance just lost his job to Mr. Irrelevant and a draft bust himself in Sam Darnold. So trading a 4th round pick, people are like, well, he has potential. he just lost out to two guys that should have had not been anywhere near him. So why do you go to the Cowboys and people are like, oh, well, he's going to take over for Dak Prescott? What? Like, they're not benching Dak Prescott. You see how many picks he threw last year? And you see how Cooper Rush went 4-1 as a starter? They're not benching Dak Prescott. They're not going to, especially with how much money they have locked up into him. Jerry Jones is not benching Dak Prescott.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Jay.
Oh, you gonna go, Jay?
I agree with most of the things that
Jay
was saying. I do think though, Trey Lance, he needed like a new start, I guess. I didn't really like San Fran moving on from him, like honestly. But if they believe in Sam Darnold being the number 2, then that's what it is. I don't think, like, honestly, like, Brock Purdy had a good year 1, but I don't think that's just enough to, like, I mean, Trey hasn't been playing the best, but it's like
he got hurt last season.
I haven't seen enough from Purdy. Like, yes, people are like, oh my God, he went 7-0. Okay, let's calm down. Like, let's see what he do this year. But they needed some draft compensation for him, and they got it. So yeah, that's what it is. And they got good draft compensation, honestly.
They didn't need to get rid of him, though. That's the thing. Like, I don't understand why you get rid of him, because Brock Purdy has not looked that good in training camps. And then Sam Darnold's a wild card in and of himself. I mean, he has the ultimate highs and lows when playing, and there's not really many highs. And then,
at least keep him for the whole season. At least.
Exactly. And that's the thing is that.
Isn't he hurt?
And then Brock Purdy, bro, I'm telling y'all, I'm warning 49ers fans, I don't think he's going to make it to a quarter of the year. Bro, like literally against Pittsburgh, he might go down against Pittsburgh. Honestly, I'm telling y'all, with that elbow injury, it is not fixed. It can't be.
And that's the worst defense to go against week 1. That's the worst defense to go against week 1.
So what I was about to say is, if you look at it from the Cowboys perspective, and last year's draft, or this year actually, but they were going to take a mid-round quarterback anyways, and they didn't find the value for it. Like maybe somebody got picked before they were going to, or it just didn't fall into place. So basically, what they did is they just got the most value they could out of a mid-round pick, and that's Trey Lance to them. They value Trey Lance, obviously. Maybe after 2 years, Dak Prescott's contract is up. Maybe they want to give Trey Lance a shot. Whatever Dak is in the next 2 years, we'll decide that. So
again, I'm hearing that, but the problem is
not saying I agree with it, but that's just what.
But if Dak never gets hurt, or even only misses a few games, let's say he doesn't get hurt and he plays the next 2 seasons, they're not moving on from him and keeping Trey Lance and going on further with Trey Lance. They're just not going to. That doesn't make any sense. So the fact that people are trying to bring that up doesn't make sense.
The Cowboys could do that in the next 2 years.
But Trey Lance, I'm saying that's because Trey Lance would never have a chance to prove himself. And as the third string guy, he's walking in there as a third string guy.
Go ahead, Trent.
No, I just came back and I saw something from Discord. So because I know y'all probably went past this. Who the fuck said Myles Garrett is in the top 10 defensive player? Who the fuck said that shit? Chad, you a bot. That's a bot ass statement.
Not only did he say that, he said he hasn't shown me enough.
That's crazy.
What the fuck? He showed me something this year, man.
Not only did he say that, he said he's never had an "I'm him" moment. Whatever the fuck that means.
What? Maybe he can.
Whatever the hell the "I'm him" moment means, but hey, that's not my criteria.
I don't know, Lucas. I don't know. Niggas be delusional. What y'all talking about, man?
Trey Lance.
Yeah, Trey Lance.
I think with Trey Lance, I think with him, it's just a matter of fact he hasn't really played a lot of football because in college he only played 1 year. He missed a year due to COVID. Got injured. He didn't play his rookie year because he was a backup, and then he gets hurt his second year. So it's like he just doesn't have the amount of reps. And I'm like, I don't think the 49ers handled things the best, in my opinion.
Nope. Not at all.
I don't think they did at all. And now, you traded him, and you traded up to get him. And I think you got to get a little flack to Kyle Shanahan because that was his guy. He wanted him. So they traded up to get him. And now you trade him. You traded 3 first rounders. Now you only get back at the 4th or 5th round.
I don't think that was Shannon's guy. I don't think that.
You don't think so? Well, I don't know. Whoever thought that was this guy.
That was John Lynch's guy.
That was John Lynch's guy, yeah.
For sure.
Okay. So whoever, then it's on John Lynch. Then I take it back from Shanahan. It's on John Lynch because with that pick, they could have got Micah Parsons potentially if they never traded out for him. Because Micah Parsons fell to 12. Imagine with Micah Parsons and Nick Bosa on the same team.
You could have had literally any of the next top 10 picks. Literally any of them.
Any of the top 15 picks would have been
or Mac Jones or Justin Fields. Like you could have had it. I mean, the top half of that draft is one of the most stacked we've ever seen for like the first 3 years. Maybe ever. Maybe since like 87, literally. Yeah. Like that's how stacked that damn draft class is up to this point.
I know when the reports came out that like they were thinking about taking Mac at 3, or everyone was laughing at that shit.
That was my if I had Mac on.
But like looking back at it, that probably wouldn't have been a bad pick.
And not only that, they really didn't even have to get a QB. They could have like just continued getting shot. They failed on shot. They could have got either Brady or Rodgers before. They didn't even have to get a quarterback. They could have waited, even if like let's say they stick with Jimmy Garoppolo next year. Well, not this draft class. They could have probably get someone on this year's draft class coming up. So like I think the 49ers just I don't know. It was kind of a weird situation. It didn't make a lot of sense. And now I do hope Trey Lance can, have time to revitalize his career in Dallas. I think, being backup to Dak and for the next couple of years. And then now Dallas, I think it's a good situation for Dallas because now you don't have to draft a QB once you're done with Dak potentially. You have Trey Lance right behind him. He's still a young guy. He's only 23, so he still can learn, hopefully get some reps.
But Dev, I think the reason why they weren't able to get Rodgers or Brady, I think Rodgers, he had that relationship, that rapport with Nathaniel Hackett, which is why he was still able to stay in Green Bay. As for Brady, though, I don't know.
I don't know. Brady didn't want. I agree with the Rodgers, but they want 100% could have got Brady, I think.
Yeah. I heard Brady was thinking about going to the Chargers at one point, but I didn't believe it.
Nah, I don't like that. I don't like Brady in a Chargers jersey. Doesn't seem right.
No, it doesn't.
Not at all. No.
Bro, did you say anything?
No, I haven't. Like when I saw it on Friday night. What was it? Friday night that he was traded? Yeah.
Friday night.
I remember seeing it. I'm like, bro, this shit's gotta be fake. Like the entire time, I'm like, this is fake. This is fake. Bring up the next morning, I'm like, oh, it's actually real. Weird. Because like, I didn't think that the Niners needed to move on from Trey, but also, why did Dallas bring him in? Out of all the teams, Dallas?
Yeah,
they know how their quarterback gets sometimes. I wouldn't be surprised if they did bench him though, or if he got hurt.
Like you could have.
I don't see Dak being bench. I think we overhate Dak.
You could have done Atlanta, Carolina, because
Minnesota,
old and Andy Dalton to be mentoring Bryce Young right now. I don't know. Green Bay as well. When it comes to Jordan Love, like it was weird that Dallas traded for him.
Actually, I do have a question for everybody.
I don't think it's weird at all.
At all. I do
have a question for everybody.
I don't think it's weird at all, bro.
What if the Falcons did trade for Trey Lance? Would you guys have liked that on or nah?
I would have loved it.
I think it would have
sort of.
I don't think it's.
I mean, you have a choice between him or Desmond Ritter.
I still think Ritter would have started.
Desmond Ritter, yeah, because of the experience and stuff.
What experience?
College. He has way more. He played way more football than Trey Lance.
Who do you think could be better, Trey Lance or Desmond Ritter?
But you're just looking at Ritter. You also have to look at Lucas. You also have to look at.
If I'm the Falcons, why would I not take the guy for upside?
Because you have to look at familiarity of the offense. Who's been around the offense? So that's why they would probably go with Desmond Ritter as a starter instead of Trey Lance.
I've seen a lot of Niners.
That's not the case though, like ever.
In this situation, then why isn't Trey Lance the starter in San Francisco? Why is he not even the backup?
Because he's not good.
But I feel like.
But I think if he was started over Desmond Ritter, I don't know if he would start over Desmond Ritter at this point.
It's such a different team perspective anyways, because the 49ers need a good quarterback because they're a contender. They need to win. The Falcons can lose and nobody cares because they're not a contending team. so they can just take the guy with higher upside and just play him a lot.
I got a question.
They don't have to win games.
We disagree there. Look,
I
roster construction is way different.
Broad, the only reason why I was shocked, I wasn't shocked at all, Broad, is because this is Jerry Jones. This is Jerry Jones.
I actually did read a report that Jerry Jones didn't tell anybody that he was making.
This is what I'm trying to tell y'all. This is Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones is all about box office, man. He's all about splash. He's all about attention. So when I heard it, even though I was kind of shocked at first, but at the same time, Jerry's known for doing things his way. Jerry has final say. Jerry's all about box office and attraction. So when I look at Trey Lance at this point in time, he's a bust. Not because at this point he's a bust, because if this were Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold in the same situation, what would we be saying?
Oh my God! Oh, PSP is cooking.
If this were Baker Mayfield, or Sam Darnold in Trey Lance's situation,
but I got a question.
Saying?
I got a question.
PSP.
You guys said you guys are starting to say that Trey Lance is a bust and all that, and he's trash. You guys start saying that after watching preseason games, correct?
Jay, the fact that the fact that he lost the backup job to Sam Darnold, that says something. And he wasn't performing in training camp and preseason.
You guys said he's been trash and he's becoming a bust from watching preseason games. But just 30 minutes ago, y'all were saying preseason games don't mean a damn thing. So pick a side. Is he trash in the preseason or is he trash before the preseason?
He's trash not only in the preseason, but he's also
now that's not speaking of the preseason.
No, Jay, you also have to factor training camp, because again, why else would the 49ers trade him? Why else would the 49ers trade him? And why else wouldn't even make him the starter, let alone the backup?
I feel like
they traded up in the draft. They moved from the number 12th pick to the 3rd overall pick.
No, they went from 12 to then traded with the Eagles for
either way, but they end up getting the number 1st round pick. There were
Trey Lance playing with Debo and George Kittle in the preseason. Was he?
No,
so
that was Jimmy Garoppolo the first year.
So why do y'all care what he's doing in preseason then?
Jay, what you're failing to understand, look at the embarrassment of riches as who were drafted after Trey Lance, Micah Parsons. You also have to look at Jamar Chase, other talents around him. Trey Lance at this point, if this were Baker Mayfield, if Baker Mayfield were traded, if this were Sam Darnold or any other quarterback,
that's after 5 seasons of Baker Mayfield.
But at the same point, Jay, think about it. Trey Lance last year, he got hurt. The fact of the matter is, you lose the backup job to Sam Darnold. Mind you, this is his 3rd team in now year 6 in his career. What does that tell you? What does that tell you? There has to be not just preseason. It also has to be training camp. It also has to be OTAs. There has to be other things you have to take into consideration why the 49ers feel comfortable with Sam Darnold as the backup than Trey Lance.
I think we should look at San Francisco more, that the fact that they trust Sam Darnold as their number 2 more than Trey Lance. I think we should look at Sam Darnold hasn't done shit.
I feel like
he hasn't done shit, but why would they put him as the backup instead of Trey Lance?
That's why we should look at San Fran more than them.
I feel like
whenever you're looking how someone plays in preseason, it really doesn't matter how well they play. Like if they're really good, it just matters if you stink or not. If you're bad,
I'm not just talking about
you don't want to see.
I'm also talking about
I'm telling Jay the difference between playing good and bad in the preseason. You don't want to play bad. If you play bad, you might get traded. You might get traded like Trey Lance. But if you play good, that's good.
Preseason does matter.
It matters for roster cuts for sure.
Oh my God!
Hey,
he's moving this goalpost so far. It was over here.
I've been seeing Kenny Pickett.
He's saying he's not moving the goalpost. Get out of here, bro.
Kenny Pickett on every touchdown on every drive.
How are you moving the goalpost?
Yes.
Hey, Brandon, can we rewind about 15 minutes to when he said preseason does not matter at all, and now he's saying that it only does when they suck?
What was the
context? That's crazy.
Your team is bad.
That's crazy.
Yo, we got let
you
Shaw
don't like
talk,
context,
man.
do you?
We got to hear what Shaw got to say.
You don't want to use context?
I feel now from what I've seen with Trey Lance in the 49ers, I hate that he got hurt because I knew that was gonna fuck shit up for him. But I honestly feel like we didn't see enough to say he was trash or played like shit, and we didn't see enough to see if he was actually fit to become a full-time starter. in the NFL. So I just feel like it was a fucked up situation. I seen a lot of Niner fans say that too. Like, of course, y'all would trade him. Y'all didn't give him, you know what I'm saying, a good opportunity to showcase his skills. Mm-hmm. I mean, and I agree. Not gonna lie, I agree. I just ain't expect that. I wanted to see him play a little bit more before, you know what I'm saying, they traded him.
Okay. Only question that we have with Trey Lance, why would you draft him with the 3rd overall pick? You drafted him because of his size, his upside, his arm, his talent, his potential, what you thought he could be going forward. And looking back, it's been proven to be a mistake. Because, again, you could have drafted Justin Fields. And Justin Fields, I don't understand why he received a ton of criticism prior to the draft.
I don't either.
I mean, Sports Talk, did you mention if Mac Jones, if he was drafted with the 49ers? Actually, you know what? That's actually a good take. Because you know why? Because he would actually fit in with Kyle Shanahan's offense with the West Coast, the play action. That just tells you how bad it is with Trey Lance. Well, forget last season. I'm not going to hold the injury against him. But there has to be something either in practice or training camp. The 49ers organization had to look at Trey Lance and say, he's not even our starter, let alone our backup. Therefore, we have to trade him. And with Dallas, I don't know. I mean, I was shocked at first, but the more you actually look at it, it's Jerry Jones. One thing we know about Jerry Jones is all about attention. He's all about fan base. He's all about creating news and getting attention. That's Jerry's going to do whatever Jerry's going to do. Is this the end for Dak Prescott? He has 2 years left into his contract until 2025. So I don't think Dak Prescott after 2 years is leaving anywhere. I don't understand why you trade him while you still have Cooper Rush, who may not be Go ahead.
This is more about the Niners, bro. The Niners have yet to find a quarterback, and they had a Super Bowl defense for the last 4 years. They have yet to find a quarterback. This is more about the Niners to me.
And that was the point.
That's a good point.
They can't get a quarterback.
If you're a team like Cowboys, you don't even want to back up like Trey Lance, anyways.
Like,
but then again, I do agree.
You want a guy that can just get you through a game. Not like,
and they thought Jimmy was that guy, and Jimmy didn't do it in the Super Bowl against the Chiefs.
That's why they have a guy like Cooper Rush, because he can get you through a game.
Right, bro. The Niners can't get a quarterback. But
why else would the Cowboys get Trey Lance? Did you just traded him just because you're afraid of Dak Prescott's health moving forward? Because the past couple of years he's been unable to stay healthy.
Yeah, they just got him as a backup for Dak.
If I knew, bro, I would tell you.
Yeah, honestly, I don't know either.
But the point, wait, real quick. The point I was going to make about it is we're putting all this blame on Trey Lance, but nobody wants to put any blame on Kyle Shanahan. I think it's a little messed up.
No, Roundup. I think two things could be true, Roundup. I think the 49ers could have looked at other options for that 3rd overall pick, but I also said this. If this were Baker Mayfield or Sam Darnold, what will you be saying?
That's my point. That's my point. We knew that Trey Lance was going to be a project. We knew he wouldn't be an instant starter. That's up to Kyle Shanahan to build him into a quarterback, and he failed. At the end of the day,
there's a video of Kyle saying that he let Trey down.
He did let Trey down. He did.
And only that, PSP, I think, and that's not the same thing. Kyle Shanahan is obviously one of the best coaches, but before we called Darnold and Baker bust, we gave him their chance because we know their coaching situation was different, so it wasn't like automatically. So I know it's Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield. I'm not comparing those coaches compared to Kyle Shanahan. Obviously, I'm just saying we didn't automatically call them bust. We gave them another chance.
But at this point in time, the fact that you lose the backup job to Sam Darnold, that has to say something.
Oh no, it does. It does. I think it's just two things could be true, like what you said.
Talking about
but when has Trey Lance had the support of his head coach? Not once in his entire tenure with the Niners has he had the support of his head coach.
But Roundup didn't after year one, after Jimmy Garoppolo, Kyle Shanahan said that Trey Lance, his first year as a starter before the injury, this is going to be Trey's team.
He did, and he still didn't put him in a good situation.
I mean, in my opinion, it's kind of tough.
How did he not put him in a good situation?
He was trying to play him the way you can't play a guy like that when you're still teaching him. He thought he was going to be RG3 right away. He thought he was going to be pre-injury RG3 right away, and it didn't.
I mean, he was doing a lot of play action, which was the only thing Trey Lance was any good at.
that's not what you need to be doing with a young guy like that. Let him get in
I
his
feel like
offense. The offense he ran with Brock Purdy was 10 times easier than the offense he tried to run with Trey Lance. So much easier.
And plus, he's running with third string line.
But shouldn't Trey Lance be ready because he had already had a whole year in the system?
No. He was also hurt that rookie year in that system.
You know what? The more I actually look at it, Trent's brother, Trey, and if you watch him on Player's Choice, if you look at what he had to say about Trey Lance before he was drafted, even though it was only one game in 2020 because of the pandemic, he kind of gave you a good indication as to why maybe we didn't have to trade up in the draft that high just to take him. Because there were other options you could have looked at. And I agree with Sports Talk. If you actually put Mac Jones, and that's not to say Mac Jones is going to be the best quarterback. I actually think Mac Jones is a better quarterback than people give him credit for. I think he's in a terrible situation in New England. But if you actually put him in that offense with Kyle Shanahan, I would like to think that he would be fine. Not be great or outstanding or extraordinary, but I think he would play well enough in order for the 49ers to compete. That's what I think. I think there has to be a multitude of ways. I think Trey Lance had to do something in practice or training camp to say we had to trade him. Maybe the 49ers look back and regret the decision. There has to be a multitude of factors. But bottom line at this point, this is not good for Trey Lance. And as for the Cowboys, I don't think Dak is going to be worried about losing his starting job or whatever, because if he gets hurt or whatever, not wishing injury, you still have Cooper Rush on the team. So Cooper Rush can still be there. He can also be a mentor as well as Dak to help Trey Lance out. So how's this going? What's next for Trey Lance? How's he going to handle his second team in now 3 years in the NFL?
All right, y'all. So last topic of the day. I'm running short a little bit. We're going to do the last topic, y'all. Who's the better running back in their peak? Got LaShawn McCoy, Todd Gurley, Jamal Charles, or Chris Johnson?
Can you repeat that list again, Brandon?
Hey, that's tough.
You got Shady McCoy.
Okay.
Shady McCoy, Todd Gurley, Jamal Charles, or Chris Johnson?
Why is Todd Gurley on this list?
I'm gonna say Jamal Charles.
I'm gonna go. I was between Chris Johnson and Jamal Charles because they was both kind of the same, except Jamal Charles was a receiving. I'm gonna go. Damn, yo.
Chris Johnson had that speed though. That's the thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna go.
CJ that year in 2010.
It's really a two-man race.
That 2010 year.
Whatever you want to go with.
Their peak though. I'm gonna go with. Damn, man.
Bro, people don't talk about Jamal Charles enough.
I know, man.
They don't.
I'm gonna go. Fuck, man.
Bro, I'm gonna go with
I want to go with Christian. I want to. Willie Parker is crazy. Rashad Mendenhall and shit.
Oh, I ain't gonna speak.
Speaking of Willie Parker. Never mind. Continue.
Brandon, what happened?
Not continue. Continue, Shaw.
I'm gonna go. Who would I take? Fuck it. Give me Jamal Charles.
I'm going with Jamal.
We have to remember at Jamal Charles's peak, his average yards per rush was the highest in NFL history. Up until he left the Chiefs, he had the most yards per rush out of anyone. Better than Barry, better than Walter Payton. I think it was 5.5 or 5.4. Yeah, his average still at the end of his career after the year in Denver and the year in Jacksonville, which I didn't realize he played in Jacksonville, was his average yards per carry is 5.4. I think the record, I think he might still hold the record, but his or it was 5.5. So at his peak, every time he touched the ball, if you gave it to him twice, by the numbers, you were guaranteed to get a first down. And that was for years. And again, do you consider a peak 1 year?
Peaks 1 year.
3 year? Peak is just 1 year.
Prime is 3 years. Prime is like 3 to 5 years. Peaks 1 year. Your best.
So you're looking at 2013 Jamal Charles versus what year was CJ2K's 2,000 yard? You're looking at that 2010 year versus 2013 Jamal Charles, and I'd probably go with CJ2K just for 1 year.
I'm gonna go back and watch both years tonight.
Hey, Nick Chubb coming for that record though.
Yeah,
we're kind of
for 2,000 yards.
For what?
Oh, the yards per carry, like throughout your career, he's coming for that.
I mean, 2013 Shady was crazy though.
Yeah, I want to I'm gonna go with Chris Johnson, but I want to respect LaShawn McCoy because LaShawn McCoy, one of the most elusive backs of all time. Like what he was doing on the football field was crazy.
LaShawn McCoy, low-key the worst running back on that list, and I don't think it's that.
Chip
close.
Kelly was a dumbass.
Who's the worst?
Dev. Chip Kelly was
the worst.
Ain't no way.
Chip Kelly was a dumbass.
You say LaShawn McCoy is worse than Todd Gurley?
Oh yeah, Todd Gurley was a better
Chip
player.
Kelly.
Todd Gurley was easily better than
You
Steve.
should be slapped. You should be slapped.
It's not even close. It's not even close.
You should be slapped.
Todd Gurley in 2017 was better than any version of LaShawn McCoy.
20 round up. Todd Gurley's 2016.
I swear, y'all just looking at
2017. Todd Gurley was better than any LaShawn McCoy.
As an overall player,
That's
Todd
2018
y'all just looking at yards and touchdowns.
Exactly.
Is that 2018?
What about 2018? 2018, he was also good.
2018
too.
was a demon year too, but I like.
Yeah,
2017, he was a legit MVP candidate.
It definitely was.
Second in MVP voting, by the way.
He was 2018. That was also the year when Mahomes won it.
2017 is the one who was second MVP.
That's the year Tom Brady won it. That's the year Brady won it when Wentz got hurt.
Yeah, 17, bro. Yeah, 256 kick, bro. 17 touchdowns and no fumbles. Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie, he was going crazy that year.
6.1 crazy that year.
So what's Todd Gurley's best year? So what's his best year?
That's my thing. So listen, 2017, Todd Gurley had 6.1 yards per touch. So not just per carry on the run, because we know he was good in the receiving game too. 6.1 yards per touch, had 2,093 total scrimmage yards, 19 total touchdowns. And this man was second in MVP voting, and of course, won Offensive Player of the Year.
He fumbled 5 times that year.
Yep.
2017, he fumbled 5 times.
And in the receiving game, he had 9.1 yards per target as a running back. That's an insanely high number for a running back.
People forget how good he was also too, not only in NFL but college.
And
football.
he
was a beast in Georgia too. He was a beast in Georgia.
He was kind of the main reason why that team was a Super Bowl contender.
I didn't forget.
The only time I feel bad for Broad because again, Chip Kelly, they had to trade LaShawn McCoy for Kiko Alonso, and that was the dumbest trade. Dude. That was terrible.
Yeah.
I know Eagles fans. I know Eagles fans hate Chip Kelly.
Oh, they do.
As they should.
Yeah.
As they should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Teams going through coaches like never mind.
Hey, bro, did you say yours yet?
Nah.
Go ahead, bro.
That's tough. I mean, I just remember the Russian battle. I think it was 09 between MJD and CJ2K. I mean, those two are going back and forth.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 2013 Shady was on a different level.
Don't forget 2010 though.
Yeah, 2010 too, but I mean
2013 he was big time.
Nah,
2011.
But nah, 2013 shit. Crazy.
No.
Yeah, they had weapons from him, Deshaun Jackson, and then Jeremy Maclin.
That's why listen. That's why I will forever say, right? I will forever say Lamar Jackson is better than Michael Vick.
Oh yeah.
Because how do you have Jeremy Maclin? Who else? Who's the tight end?
Deshaun Jackson. They had Brett
Jackson.
Selleck.
Yeah.
And still, I think they got to the NFC Championship. But I'm like, bro, like Vic, like when they talk shit about Lamar, I'm like, bro, look at who Lamar has. Like be real.
About 2010, they lost in the wild card
to the Packers. That was the year when the Packers went on to win the championship against.
In 2013, they lost the wild card again to your Saints.
Yeah, you
and that was when Nick Foles was balling that year, though.
Yeah.
You gotta get old boy up here, Brandon.
You know what? I don't get.
Yeah, I know.
I try to remain as unbiased as possible on this show, but I'm gonna be biased here, and I'm taking Shady. I mean, 2013 Shady was.
You're living your bell in y'all top 5 all-time running backs?
No,
bro, they don't get it.
Stop it. Stop it.
Not top 15. Not top 20. Not top 25.
Pete Le'Veon wasn't saying. Pete Le'Veon was tough though, but no, he's not.
Not top 30.
Bro, they don't get it,
Le'Veon is nowhere near my top 10.
They don't get it, bro.
Not top 40.
I mean, if we're ranking peaks though, if we're ranking primes, not peaks, but if we're ranking primes, Le'Veon Bell's like top 15 at worst.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
If we're talking about just
him
all time,
of course.
He was
him.
him.
Okay, I don't know about that.
He was.
I don't think my boy knows what a peak is.
Okay, no. His prime, peak. Again, what's our definitions of this? What's prime? What's prime and what's peak?
Peak is
Peak's
1 year. Prime is like 3 to 5, and then of course you got your whole career. That's those.
Okay, yeah. Le'Veon's definitely in that.
If we talk about just prime, Le'Veon Bell's like top 15 at worst.
Bro, those 4 years, that 4 year stretch, bro, was nuts.
Bro was the king of fantasy.
Undoubtedly the best running back in the league at that point. Like,
they tried to say it was Zeke.
Well, him and Gurley, of course, but
I mean, Zeke would not.
Oh, I'm saying it was Zeke is not a bad.
Ho. They both snapped the same year.
I'm choosing Jamal Charles.
Yeah.
Jamal Charles is not a bad choice.
Who you say? What you say, Sean?
Zeke and Le'Veon both went off the same year.
Zeke's rookie year was what?
2016.
2016.
He led the NFL in rushing that year, and I think he was second in rushing touchdowns.
That was when he had that
Garrett Blunt.
O-line. That's bro had a wild.
But Zeke had different bursts too. Like Zeke had crazy bursts his rookie year too. Like he came in.
That 2018 year for Zeke was crazy.
Le'Veon in 2014, which was his second year, had 2,200 scrimmage yards with 11 TDs. That was his second year in the league.
2016 Zeke was at his best because he had more explosion, he had more acceleration coming out of Ohio.
He had 1,600 yards and 15 touchdowns in year one. That's
right. Yeah, him and Dak both went crazy in year one.
That's crazy.
And I don't know why Ezekiel Elliott never put the fork down. I mean, he goes like this because he's literally never stopped eating since then.
Well, Sports Talk. Remember year 2.
Hey, Sports Talk. He's eating good. He's eating good.
Yeah, but Sports Talk. Remember, he was facing a 6-game suspension, which we all knew he was going to face at some point.
Didn't he have 900 yards that year too?
Regardless, this man's the new age of Eddie Lacy, practically. I mean, what are you doing?
I wouldn't
eating yourself right out the NFL.
Sports Talk. The new Eddie Lacy would happen to be either Calvin Benjamin or Leonard Fournette.
Calvin Benjamin.
Leonard Fournette was so underwhelming, bro.
But Calvin Benjamin was never really like a top tier guy.
The man at one point was almost 300 pounds.
He had a good rookie year, but he wasn't we weren't saying he's a top 5 guy or top 7 guy.
He wasn't, but as Booker McFarland once said, he was one Popeye's biscuit away from 300.
Y'all remember that photo of Kelvin Benjamin coming in camp? That was crazy.
The man was almost 300 pounds at one point.
But you know who was going to be that guy, bro?
That was Cam Newton's number 1 receiver, by the way.
Martavis Bryant.
Stop.
Yeah, he was nice. He was a dog.
He was nice.
He was.
I don't even be top 5, but
he was like who can
people talk about Alabama's and Ohio State's wide receivers tree, but Clemson, you had D-Hop at one point, you had Sammy Watkins at one point, you had Martavius Bryant, Mike Williams.
Clemson got some receivers now.
Right.
And now Justin Ross, come on now.
Right. And T. Higgins. Don't forget T. Higgins too.
Justin Ross was crazy.
But I think for me, prime, I like Gurley. I knew Gurley was a difference maker coming out of Georgia. I just think what derailed his career was unfortunately injuries. And unfortunately, we just didn't see him play longer. Chris Johnson, though, I still remember Gus Johnson when he said, "Get away from the cop speed." Every time, anytime, whenever he ran for the touchdown, I still remember that to my head. But Shady McCoy, 2010, 2013, that was McCoy at his best, though. His takes are dumb as hell, but his play cannot be questioned. And Chip Kelly, when he traded him for Kiko Alonso, that was...
Bro, some of these players that go on to be analysts prove the point of just because you played in the league does not mean you have good takes as an analyst. I hate it when people say, they're like, did you play in the NFL? I'm like, have you seen some of one of these people that have played in the NFL? Have you seen this shit?
Look at Kendrick Perkins. Look at Ryan Hollins. Look at Tim Legler, who Broad has no respect for.
What's good, Coach? But man.
God.
That includes the end of that includes the end of the show, y'all. Any last words before we head out, man?
Steelers are mid.
Yeah. Prayers up for UNC, man. There was a school shooting there today.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it was.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Who y'all got? Who y'all got going all the way? College football.
They're right there.
No.
Hell no.
Michigan?
They're right there.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with Ohio State.
No.
I'm gonna go with Ohio State.
I honestly don't think they're going to win the title, but I'm still picking them.
Sports talk. Why you keep doing this to yourself?
What?
Oh Lord,
Bro, I am not only an Oklahoma fan, I'm also a Michigan fan as well.
Bro, I don't want to hear nothing from Rod. Penn State ain't even making the top four. Penn State ain't even going to be top four.
PSV, how you gonna be a fan of you from
You
college?
know what Michigan's gonna do? They're
okay. The reason why I became okay. Let me give you some context why I was a Michigan fan.
And then they'll fold in the playoffs.
Wait, bro.
The reason why I became a Michigan fan because my stepfather and his stepdaughters, his daughters are actually graduates from The Ohio State University. They actually took me to a tour to the program.
Disowned.
No, hold on. Let me finish now. They took me on a tour to the program, the football stadium, and they've been trying to get me to go Ohio State. But I felt like from day one, that was never the school for me. Let me go to Michigan. I liked it there from the Michigan Fab Five, Charles Woodson. So to me, I felt like Michigan was the school for me to go to. I never liked Ohio State. Never did. Never liked it at all. I just felt like the only reason why I was forced because my stepfather and his daughters backed me into a corner. That's why.
And it's hilarious because my aunt worked at Ohio State and she would always send me Ohio State stuff. And I hate Ohio State. I do.
There you go. Don't look, Michigan will be fine even without Jim Harbaugh.
Hey, sports talk just
fine. Jim Harbaugh.
What's that, Jay? What's that, Jay?
He's just committed. You went straight to
what?
Michigan. To Michigan. You had the hat on.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's committed.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Hey, round up. Any last words?
No, you know what? Desmond Ritter's gonna lead the Falcons to the South Championship.
Desmond Ritter's trash.
I think the Dallas Cowboys are gonna represent the NFC.
You live in
I know that you did not just say
the Falcons got a better chance of placing fourth than they do first.
Yeah, I think the Cowboys are going to represent the NFC in the Super Bowl. And what else? I think the Ravens are going to win the division. And I think the Steelers are going to make the playoffs. I changed my mind, Jay. I got the Steelers making the playoffs.
Yeah!
They ain't making no damn playoffs.
Come on, Kenny.
I like you, Dev. I like you, Dev. I like you, Dev.
That whole team's gonna take a step up. That Steelers team's gonna be good, man.
He does, bro.
Wait, Dev, what's your team, Dev? What's your team, Dev?
The AFC is
Vikings fan.
The Vikings.
All right, the Vikings will win the division, and they're gonna go to the NFC Championship.
I actually got the Bears.
Over Detroit?
I got the Bears winning it.
Over
the Lions.
I got the Bears winning it too.
I got the Lions taking
the
it.
Bears.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Rhonda did say that he has Justin Fields for MVP
Over the Lions?
Yeah, top three in it. Yeah.
Y'all over the Lions.
MVP conversation.
Y'all overrate them.
Look at this. He's got
I'm not worried about the
there.
Lions. I'm really not worried about
guys, the Bears are right here.
And then Lucas, I trust Jared Goff. I trust Jared Goff, Lucas.
You have
You
anything
trust
you
Jared
want
Goff?
to say? Yeah, this is our special guest, guys, the Chicago Bears. Anything you want to say? Oh wait, I forgot. You can't.
Hey, when they go 10-7,
That's so
remember
crazy,
that clip. Remember that clip when they go 10-7.
And then they immediately.
That whole division's mid. So.
Sean, any last words?
Let's not act like 10-7, and let's not act like they would get.
That's a good record.
That's a playoff record, damn.
Yeah, that's a good record.
But hold on, no, the way that you were phrasing it, let's not act like they're not going to make it. That
you were acting like they're going to be trash. 10-7 is not trash.
Handed to them, no matter what.
7 wins.
Playoffs.
All
right, go ahead, Sean.
If it's one thing that's
Justin
been on
Fields,
my mind,
overrated quarterbacks in the league.
Jalen Hurts.
If it's one
Sean,
thing,
you better watch Myles Garrett film.
Hey, hold on, let Sean talk, y'all.
If it's one thing that's been on my mind, this week, it's got to be. I feel like this year, Anthony Richardson. Is it Richardson, right? It's Richardson, right?
Richardson.
I feel like he's gonna turn some heads. I feel like he's gonna have a Justin Fields season, like how
not in a good way.
Yeah, that's not.
Yeah, when he started, listen. When he started to snap towards the end, but he gonna do it the whole season. I feel like he can win offense. I feel like he might be top 3.
Wait, so what do you mean by Justin Fields?
He's gonna have a sub 60
like electrifying.
What do you mean? Like how he could be a really good rusher, but then can't throw the ball to save his life?
No, last year Justin Fields actually was pretty good passing the ball in the second half of the season.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like that second half, bro.
It was a completely different season for him in that second half.
He's gonna complete like 50% of his passes.
Like if he played,
I think Anthony Richardson might get benched before the midseason.
That's crazy.
Nah, you're ridiculous.
Oh wow.
I'm gonna remember
How is that ridiculous?
He's not getting benched. He's not getting benched.
You don't think no matter how bad he plays?
No, he's not getting benched.
No.
Right.
Who's the backup?
All right.
Gardner Minshew.
Gardner Minshew.
Oh yes,
they don't have that terrible backup. Like Gardner Minshew's not like top echelon by any stretch of the imagination, but like I thought they should have went with Gardner Minshew to start out with, and if they wanted to switch him out and let Anthony Richardson have a few weeks on the bench, do like the same thing they do with Lamar Jackson, till mid-season, then bring him in.
To bench him after he's already played half the season. Or however many games he
from Minshew, and then go to Anthony Richardson mid-season if the season looks lost.
No. I'm talking about because he's gonna start week 1. That's already been established. How does it help him to bench him like 4 games or 5 games to the season?
Because he's that bad. I think he's going to be that bad.
How does that help him?
Bro, his arm, dude, his accuracy is not good, y'all. He's gonna have a lot of pick sixes, I think.
You just think that because you look at the completion percentage. You didn't watch his gameplay at Florida. It wasn't that bad as people think. I promise you, it wasn't.
I've watched quite a bit of his film from Florida. I thought it was pretty bad.
I don't think you did.
He throws off his back foot a lot, which is going to get him in trouble. It's already gotten him in trouble now.
That's something you can teach.
Well, they haven't taught him it yet, apparently. It was most glaring weakness in his game.
If you watch him and you got your evaluation based on that,
if there's an issue Anthony Richardson has to improve upon, there are times he makes those sidearm throws that I just don't like the one he threw in that interception against Buffalo. I mean, he has shown you some progress. He's shown you some potential. I agree with Sports Talk. They should have went with Gardner Minshew just to be safe, just to be conservative. And then when Anthony Richardson is ready and has his number called, then and only then you should call him from that standpoint.
Yep.
And now without Jonathan Taylor, that's going to hurt him even worse because if you don't have Jonathan Taylor there, if he's not playing, mind you, that's if he's not playing. Now they're going to stack the box and force you to throw more. They're not going to let him use his legs. They're going to do the same thing they would have done to Lamar, but Lamar's a better passer. That's undeniable, even starting out his career. And what they're going to do is they're going to make Anthony Richardson have to throw the ball 25, 30 times a game, and he's going to throw a lot of picks. He's not going to be good. Mark my words. Clip
Sports
this.
Talk,
I don't give a damn.
Sports Talk, there's going to be times he's going to have to be asked to throw the ball even maybe more than 30.
Yes, they're going to be bad. He doesn't have any good weapons really around him. Michael Pittman's not even that great. Dude, he's like one of the slowest wide receiver ones in the league.
Hating on Michael Pittman's crazy.
He's not even top 25. Like, what are we talking about?
No, I like Michael Pittman. Though.
I mean, top 25. Hey, yo.
He's not, bro. He's not.
He's not
right.
top 25.
Hey, Luke, go ahead, Jay. Go ahead,
Lucas.
What's up?
Your last words. Any last words?
Oh, I already said what I said.
Oh, okay.
I think it's Jay.
All right.
Go ahead, Jay.
I can see my Steelers going from 9 to about 11 or 12 wins. I know y'all look at that like, oh my gosh, we were 9-8 last year. I can see us getting 2 more wins, and with our schedule, I could definitely see it happening. I do think the Bengals will take a step back this year. I do think the Steelers and Ravens will be top 2 in the AFC North. I can see the Eagles taking a step back, but they're still gonna be good. I can see them taking a step back though. They're still gonna be like that. Don't mean you're not gonna be good, bro. Like you can still be 11, 12 wins and still, you know I'm saying, take a step back. Sports, Sam Howell, that one preseason game, bro. That's all I needed to see. That's all I needed to see.
He brought out the Trump card.
That's so crazy.
Sam Howell, bro.
That's his face every time when I hear him talk shit.
Dev, Vikings man, just give it up. Your season's over. I'm sorry, bro. Dev, Atlanta, y'all gonna get some wins, but again, you are Atlanta, so you're not gonna go for it. Sports Talk, you got Mahomes, so just say thank you to Mahomes.
And Andy Reid.
Yeah, and Andy Reid. The Saints, Derek Carr, like it's Derek Carr. But yeah, I do think my Steelers are gonna really do some shit this year. I ain't gonna lie, and I know that's biased, but I just believe in my team. And
being biased, bro.
Go get my OnlyFans 25% off this month.
Wow, that's so crazy.
I knew he was going to say that. I knew he was going to say that.
Who else need to say their last words? Did I forget anybody?
Me.
Go ahead, bro.
Sports PSP podcast will be back on Friday night. We're going to talk about which quarterback you rather go forward with, not only this season but career. Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, or Anthony Richardson. Of course, broad sports talk. College football season is back, so we can't wait to see that. Can't wait to see Duke, North Carolina versus South Carolina, and all the other competitions.
Nobody watches Duke football.
Facts.
No.
Nobody.
No,
not even Duke fans.
I want to see
Facts.
North Carolina versus South Carolina because of Drake May, because that's why.
Drake May for Heisman.
And Broad,
I think Drake May is overrated as hell. That's just me.
Whoa, all right, bro, you need to be slapped.
I disagree with you there.
Drake
Bro, Lucas, my guy.
You need to be slapped.
My guy.
Broad.
You gotta chill, bro. You gotta chill.
State because you have Nicholas Singleton and you also got
get folded, my guy,
as the quarterback. So
let's not forget about Katron Allen too. I mean, those guys are easily a top 10 duo in the country.
Right. Also, Commanders Demand will be back on the Grid Network every Wednesday nights, 9 p.m. We're going to talk about my overall thoughts on the preseason. Can Sam Howell be the guy moving forward? Is Jahan Dotson ready to take that next up as a number one wide receiver? Because there's a possibility that Terry McLaurin will not be able to play in week 1 against the Cardinals, but I don't think that's too much of a concern. So check that out.
All right, man. For all the people that's here, man, make sure y'all hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Next week, I'm gonna tell y'all everything about the topics and stuff. Next week, y'all know football coming up. Next Thursday, right, Brian?
Yep.
So next week,
we got
MVPs, Rookie of the Years, Most Improved, all that stuff, man. And then we're going to the year too. Divisions as well. We got to finish the divisions as well.
Coach of the year too.
I think we still have like
Coach of the years, yeah. All
Jackass of the year.
Oh, that's so crazy. But hey, man, till next time.
Coach of the year.